Break out of everything that they had you bound to. You got knocked down, ho. Get ready for round two. It's round two. Get ready for round two. Come back, run rap, run laps around these cats, jump back, kiss myself, still keeping me intact. Weird and black, they for that, hold up, steer it back. Weird and black, they revere that. Yup, you hear that?
Turnstile, switch it up. Young nigga raised hard, he learned not to give a fuck. Young nigga came far, still never give enough. Coming with the flavor, delicious, so she lick it up. Bust down, stick it up, I put it down, so pick it up. Scud town, saviors, done some till he shift to musk. Stench so stank that the shit compare soft to us. Crud so dank, make your face smudge dripping, cuz club go shake when the bass gets to hitting ya. They ain't really hearing us, but they gon' feel something when the way is paved clear enough. I don't fear nothing but the fate is God really not. Well, fuck it, got the world in my hands, and that's real enough. Fuck it, got the world in my hands, gold forms to touch. Might just spend it all one time to give it all to us. Yeah, give it all to us.
Yeah. This that hip-hop body rock, hardcore karate chop, neo-Nazi nasty, not feel it in my chest. How could you wear that name? Must be automatic shame. He's an automatic lame, heard it from the best. Fresh flow, let's go, plus I got a lot of heart. It's necessary when you dabble in this art. Grab canvas, paint picture, use them acrylics, paint a picture so vivid the people gotta feel it like the Kava. Lyrics bear fruit like guava, words spilling out of my brain like lava. Spills out the top of a volcano, and they know that A-Right is not the one to play. No, I'm Kano in Mortal Kombat, cause the lyrics like blades. Aim it at your juggler when I'm on stage. Until you heard me spit, homie, you ain't heard rage. On another chapter, so turn a turn. Okay, got that out my system. A-Right on another planet, dog, you must have missed them. When I do it, how I do it's of my own volition. Go make my destination even in the worst condition. My crew's the Blues Brothers, cause you know we on a mission. Eternity of roses I make bumping in your system. I mean, banging it and I'm still hanging in it. I got a gang of wisdom, I got a gang of rhythms. I got a lot of soul, I found the pot of gold. I'm wrapping that shit up, gon' sell it to the globe. I got some game to give them, they don't really want, but they really need it. And I want you to succeed, I want you to be free. I want you to remove every obstacle from being what you truly wanna be. I truly wanna see, and I can only lead by example. So here's a sample for me, so get up.
He's the one drinking beer. I'm drinking water. 2 touchdowns a game?
Yes, in the game.
You're tripping.
How you high? No,
Greatest fucking Super Bowl time.
I don't know what we're doing in the front office, man. Twiddling our fucking dick.
Ryan, I just need you to drink this.
No.
Wide receiver trivia. That's what she said.
Her.
What the fuck?
Her upset.
Are those crutches?
You can see Ryan's crutches. What is going on, folks? Welcome back to After Further Review. This is episode 174. I am your co-host, Jalen Brown.
And I am everybody's favorite son of a bitch, Malin Dennis.
And I'm your other great co-host, Nestor.
I'm that old angry man from the PNW.
But we're not in PNW right now. We're not in Sarasota anymore.
No, we are not.
We are all in studio.
Right. We are all here in the 813 in the studio. G-Money, thank you so much for joining us in person. Second time on the show in person, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Making sure.
Yeah, because we did one show
From
at
your
my
place.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have everybody all physically in one place. Yeah. This is like one of the very few episodes we don't have to use Discord at all.
Yeah.
So
It's just us.
right.
We have a studio for a reason.
Yes, and we were taking full advantage of it. So gentlemen, let's cheers to being together.
Yes. And
To
Super
a
Bowl
good Super
Sunday.
Bowl Sunday,
people.
yeah.
Oh, that is easy.
That is very dangerous.
That'll get you in trouble.
Yes.
You can say
Wow.
how you can drink it.
Now I know. Now I know why you did 4 pours in half a show. That is.
That is super dangerous. Yes.
There's some
Shout out to
caramel
G
in that.
Money bringing out the Jack single malt there.
The American single malt.
Yes, it's delicious.
Apparently, you can only find those on bases.
And certain duty-free shops.
Yeah.
Oh.
He said duty, not duty. Don't get excited.
Not booty.
He's not going to go to a place that's booty free. He's not.
I gotta try the airport then, over in Sarasota,
Yeah.
the international airport over there.
The St. Pete. On your way back,
Yeah.
you go by St. Pete.
St. Pete Regional.
Got to fly out of the country to pick up a bottle and come back. Just do a round trip to the Bahamas real quick.
Tough times.
Got a lot of free air miles.
That's
You
true.
do, not me. This man flies so much. All right.
Yeah, so if you want to watch the show live, we usually record live every Wednesday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time here on YouTube. So if you're listening to the podcast, just click the first link down in your description below, and you'll be taken to the YouTube version of this episode. We're, of course, streaming on a Sunday afternoon because it is Super Bowl Sunday, so we're doing things a little differently this week. But usually you'll find us Wednesday nights, 9:30 Eastern time. So yeah, click that first link down in the description below. Come here, click the like button, click subscribe, and you'll be notified every time we go live in case you forget on Wednesday nights. So with that being said, let's hop into the show. We got a shorter show this week. We only have 2 main topics, and that is some trivia for tonight's big game, and then our Ride or Die in 5 picks for tonight's game. They're all around the Super Bowl, so it is a full Super Bowl episode in swing here, but I've got 12 questions for these 3 gentlemen here, and each question is worth 1 point. If someone gets a question wrong, somebody else can chime in and steal their point. However, you only get 1 attempt at stealing a point.
I like how he's
Keep
making
repeating
rules.
it.
Listen, Shaq isn't here. It's going to be okay. It's going to be all right.
Let me get a little timer up here. Timer.
Hey, can I just say one thing before we start this?
Watch. Yeah, go ahead.
Is that the Bucks are 1-5 now with Doc Rivers. I just want to point that out. I want to let everybody know 1-5. They were never 1-5 with their last coach, so I just wanted to
Right.
say it.
I'm glad
just
you
wanted to let it
mentioned
out
that.
there.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and do some. I
Thank
was
you.
holding that in. Still,
You're just eating you alive.
damn Bucks.
Okay. So the first 3 questions are relatively easy, and they start to get a little more difficult after that.
He's setting us up
Yeah.
because if we miss it, he's gonna be like, "I said it was easy."
Would anybody like to volunteer to go first?
Nestor.
Sure.
You want to go around this way then?
Sure.
Okay.
Love you, Nestor.
Okay, Nestor, are you ready for question number 1?
No.
He's sweating.
Oh, you are now.
There's perspiration.
All right. Question 1 is true or false. This is Christian McCaffrey's first Super Bowl appearance. He's got 30 seconds.
True.
The fact that it took, I counted 9 seconds before he answered.
He is correct.
I was bluffing. Yeah, he went to the Super Bowl with the Panthers a few years ago.
You stress me out.
All right, let me put in Nestor.
Mine's not going to be that easy.
Is the ball boy.
Yeah. Yeah, is the ball boy back in 98, 97. He went to a Super Bowl with his dad with the Broncos.
All right, question 2. Malin, are you ready?
Fire away.
All right. True or false? This is Patrick Mahomes' 4th Super Bowl appearance.
True.
These true or false are fun.
It's correct.
I like this format.
Took me like 4 seconds to add it up. I was like,
You're
wait.
like in your head going.
I was like, immediately I thought true, but then I was like, nah, Jalen's an ass. So I need to count. I need to count.
All
I
right.
like the true or false. He's like, can round 2 be multiple choice?
G Money, are you ready?
Sure.
All right. Question number 3. True or false? This is Andy Reid's 4th Super Bowl appearance as a head coach.
False.
My man.
It's correct.
My man.
Anybody know which number it actually is?
It's 5.
5.
Because he went
Oh.
one with the Eagles.
Yeah. I was like, okay, 4 and I.
See, he's trying to fuck with us.
Yeah.
Not him, but us.
Okay.
You had the easiest one. You had the easiest one.
I asked who wanted to go first.
I know. Making us do math and shit.
It's like, I haven't had a lot of sleep. I've been drinking. Now I got to do math. What the hell is this? It's like work.
This guy just needed to know that McCaffrey is on the Panthers before he went to the Niners. That's all he needed to know.
All right, Nestor. Question number 2. This is Andy. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the last one. How many Super Bowl appearances has Kyle Shanahan made previous to this Super Bowl as a head coach?
True. I don't know. 3? Not 3, 2.
Steal is
Go ahead.
0.
Steal.
As a head coach?
As a head coach.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
One, because he took
It was
Jimmy,
one.
Jimmy G.
It was one. Damn.
Jimmy G.
That's right. He
went
took
to it.
Jimmy G. We took
God.
Jimmy G.
So
I
G
can't
Money.
do math. There you go. 2 points. Good job.
I was like, because I thought
man.
you had it still. I'm like,
I thought
2.
yeah.
I'm like, what?
What? You said 3, though?
No,
It came down to 2.
You came down to 2.
Right.
Almost there.
Almost. You're working your way down. That's okay.
All right.
Okay, let's go.
Question 5 for Malin. Has either team won a game at Allegiant Stadium this season?
That's some bullshit.
Put the timer down so you guys can see.
I'm gonna say, has either team, like, so I can just say yes, and that's
Right,
my
just a
answer.
yes or no.
Okay, yes.
This is correct.
I mean, it is KC West.
Right.
A fan buried a Chiefs Kingdom towel under the stadium while they were building it. They don't.
Terrible.
It's in the foundation in the concrete. You can look up the story.
Okay, let's go G Money here. Question 6. As of Wednesday, is the average ticket price for this Super Bowl over or under 10 grand?
Oh, that's fun.
Now we're getting into some Taylor Swift shit.
Going over, so I think it goes between 6 and 150K. So I guess
Incorrect. I guess nobody can steal.
Ooh, yeah, because well, I mean, he could have, but that's like a multiple choice though one. That's not.
No, it's just an over/under.
over-unders.
Yeah, but if he said under, obviously the other answer would have been the other one.
Yeah.
It's not like
Right. So I can't. I mean, there's not much stealing to go there, but the average price was $8,600.
Damn. Okay. See that?
Yeah,
That
it's
was
'cause
that's hard.
Well,
That's a hard question.
I should have
That
figured
is.
that a majority of the seating from like the third deck was like 7 grand, probably 6 grand. And as you got further down, it was more. And then of course you have the suites.
Next year we'll all be there. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Mel will foot the bill
In Vegas?
wherever it is next year. All right. As we go to question 7, the score is 2-2-1. So we're all. It's a game. Still a game.
Sort of. How many rounds do we have?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is basically like the last.
This is the last round?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Nestor. Question 7. Who has thrown for more yards this postseason? Patrick Mahomes or Brock Purdy? Remember, this postseason, not
We
regular
can't
season.
steal.
Postseason?
Right.
Damn. I feel like this is a trick question. That's why.
Everything's a trick.
More, Mahomes.
Correct.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, so this is the last round.
Yes, I can. I can tag on some bonus questions for these though, because there's a number attached to each one of these.
Pressure's on.
So okay, so since Nestor got that one right, do you know if you can get within 50 yards worth? I'll give you the point for it. But do you know how many yards he passed for?
Is it the average or is it total? Is that what
His total yards for the postseason.
Not a clue.
If you could guess.
Just throw a number out there.
What's Brock Purdy's average?
You said Mahomes. So what is
Probably around
Mahomes'
that
total
ballpark.
yards?
I don't know. I don't have a clue.
Why are we even talking about Purdy? Can you just pick a number?
All right, time's up.
Wow.
No clue.
All you had to do was say a number. You could have just said 550 and you might have been close.
540.
What is the number?
It's 718.
Okay. You had no chance if you didn't say anything.
Okay, let's move on. Scores tied at 2-all.
Scores tied, bottom of the ninth. Time for the big one, Goose. That's a little bit Top Gun for you.
Number 8. Who has more receiving yards this postseason, Kelsey or Kittle?
Kelsey.
That's correct. Now, if you can hit me with a number.
I only got to be 50 away.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. I'm going to go with 240.
It's pretty damn good. 262.
Yes!
Damn. All right. 4, 2, and 2. All right, G-Money. Who has rushed for more yards this postseason, Pacheco or McCaffrey?
That's actually...
Pacheco.
Correct.
Yeah, that one made you think.
That's right.
That one made you think.
And then if you find a number.
262 yards.
254.
Nice.
254.
Nice.
All right. So since the score is now tied between 4 and 4,
Sorry, Nestor.
I have 2 bonus questions
Okay.
to hopefully decide this. Both are true or false.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with Malin here. Patrick Mahomes has only lost 3 games ever in the postseason.
True.
Correct.
I don't know why I had to do the math so fast when I was supposed to have 30 seconds, but I was
trying, like, okay.
The moment I said it, I was like, why didn't I take my time? Like, what am I?
I know he lost the Super Bowl. I know he lost to Cincinnati.
He lost to Tom Brady.
And yeah.
Right.
I knew he lost 2 AFC championships and a Super Bowl. I was just needing to figure out the math in my head to make sure that there wasn't a 4th one squeaking in there somewhere.
Now, if G Money gets this next one right, we're going to have to call it a tie because I don't have any more bonus questions. All right, last one. Brock Purdy has only lost 1 game ever in the postseason.
True. He lost the NFC Championship game
Yep.
to the Eagles after they
He
took
got
his
hurt.
arm away from him. He had to stumble back out there without an arm.
I told what we were doing. We were playing Cards Against Humanity last night, which I fucking dominated. I had 8 black cards.
Nice.
And most of my answers were either misogynistic or racist. That's fine.
That's why I got all those cards.
But I mean, that's the game. You got to play to your audience.
Right.
Like, one of the answers was I put a card to him. He's a U.S. Marine. So, of course, the card I gave him was 2 Marines, fucking in a porta potty. So I got the card. But anyway, so we're playing it, and I see the rundown, and I saw the trivia, and I was like, and it's late. And I was like, G-Money, we got to be ready because there's trivia, and we got to own this trivia. And he was like, wait, I didn't even see the rundown. And I was like, no, it's Super Bowl trivia. And I didn't know if it was history of the game. I didn't read that much, but I was like, we've been having a lot of champagne. There's been a lot of alcohol consumed over the last couple of days. We're going to have to come to play.
Right.
So that was a good job, sir.
I was thinking maybe it was like Super Bowl trivia for both teams over the times they've been in
history?
Super Bowls. Yeah, so like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
God, that
who
would've been-
holds who has the most yards caught for wide receiver. There's also wide receiver MVP.
You did that homework today, didn't you?
No,
Oh.
it's Jerry Rice.
Oh, yeah, Jerry Rice, because he's a Niner, yeah. I don't think Nestor would have
I
gotten
looked
a
it up,
point
it was
if
Jerry Rice.
history.
Yeah.
If we did a history between both teams, I don't think Nestor would have
All right.
gotten a point.
I mean, I didn't know crap about Kansas City.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
It's like, damn.
Never forget last year when the question was.
Oh, yeah.
Shaq's first question was it was
How about
like
the Heat?
no. Oh, that one too. That was
That
bad. It was a Super Bowl question though. It was basically like
But there was a Steeler
Jalen-
interim, isn't there?
I think so, but Jalen Hurts is he's the second black
Yeah.
quarterback to start for the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Who was the first? And he had no
Yeah,
idea.
could not name Donovan McNabb.
Shaq. Question 1.
Randall Cunningham.
Right out the gate. We talk sports, that's fine. No one knows Donovan McNabb. Oh, that's great.
Anyway, all right. Let's go on to our ride or die in 5 picks here. So this is what we've all been waiting for, of course. This is going to win you a bit of money this Sunday. Need to move this down so you can actually see the records. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so folks, last week, everyone's record last week. Okay, so Malin was 2-3 last week. I was 3-2, and Keeping It Real was also 3-2 as well. Thought I'd add that in there. G Money and Nestor both went 4-1. They both had fantastic weeks.
Nice.
So props to them.
Except for the Knicks.
Yeah. God, the Knicks. What a. Anyway, so overall records, I am 253 and 198. I'm plus 55. Malin is 229 and 179. He is plus 50. Nestor is 133 and 108. He is plus 25. And then G Money is 156 and 133. He is plus 23. So we are all within striking distance of each other for another week here. So,
well, when you say striking distance, you mean like me and you and them?
right.
Okay.
We can all.
Like, Nestor's not catching me today. We don't got that many questions.
Maybe not today.
Maybe not today. But I'm coming.
But if you go 0 for 5,
Yeah,
you
if
know,
I keep going
mean,
0 for 5. Jesus. This has
Let's
been a
not
bad
speak that into
This
existence.
has been a bad year for me, fellas. This
yeah,
has not been good.
Right. It's been a slide.
I was plus 68 to start the NFL football
Oh,
season.
Jesus. All right, let's right our wrongs here. So we've got, of course, the spread of the game, which San Francisco is favored by 2.5 points. And we're going to start there. We'll start with the same trivia order that we went in, so I'll just go last. Nestor, who was winning the Super Bowl, or we'll go with the spread. What you got here?
Chiefs.
That was easy. Any reason
All the
why?
way. They, I think a lot of people underestimated them in the postseason. I think they have the experience, and I think they're gonna lock in Brock Purdy a lot. I think their defense is slept on, so I think they're gonna control the game very well, like in terms of the clock, and then defense. They're not gonna let Brock Purdy do his thing. So it's gonna come down to McCaffrey, and he can only do so much.
Okay.
Okay.
Malin.
I am also going with the Chiefs and the points. You got to cover yourself with the points.
Yes, you do.
I don't know that Nestor officially did that, but go ahead, sir.
Points.
There you go. I will, because I know G Money goes after me, so I'm going to let you talk about the O lines in San Francisco's O line, because that's been a sticking point for you for a while. So but my main thing is the defense. It's that San Francisco's defense started off hot, but they've been rather pedestrian the second half of the year.
Mm.
The Kansas City Chiefs, without having all the names that the Niners have on defense, better defense. The only team in the NFL to not allow a single opponent to score over 30 points on them all year. Only one. And is the most they've given up in the playoffs is 17 points. They're playing shut. I think Spags being the defensive coordinator, most valuable player if they win the Super Bowl, because the offense is not working like it used to. Right? They're missing pieces. They had to pay the quarterback, stuff like that. It's the defensive scheme. He's getting the best out of everybody. Everyone is in unison. They're fine tuned. They're playing great ball. And so I do think it's going to be a struggle for the 49ers offense. Not to put up points, but to end up putting up more points than Kansas City. I'm not saying San Francisco is not going to score. Right. But I think that Kansas City with that defense is going to be the difference maker.
All right. G Money.
Yeah, I'm taking Kansas City too. And speaking of O-lines, for the Niners to win, both Young and Bosa are going to have to crash those tackles and pull them in. Because Purdy, though accurate to a degree, when we talk arm strength, right, quarterback, people think about chucking that ball 60, 70, 80 yards down the road. No, arm strength is all about taking that ball, putting it in a tight pocket, basically, when it needs to be there. Mm-hmm. And if you've got the ends crashing in, closing that pocket, the time he has to throw is greatly reduced. Mm-hmm. And regardless of Deebo Samuel, CMC, or Ayuk, even Kittle for that matter, which I think is a better tight end than Kelsey, overall, when you look at blocking and catching, he's actually a better tight end than Kelsey. And the Niners O-line, it's straight left. They're running left, but they're running behind
That's
big
what I was
Trent
hoping
Williams
point out.
and the guard there. They're not going right, and the right side of their line is weak. And that's where Kansas City lines up
Jones,
yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I am not going to disagree with you, gentlemen. I am taking the Chiefs in the points.
All four.
I did not come all this way to not pick them again in this game.
Yeah, like when are we going to stop doowning Mahomes at this point?
Right, exactly.
We're doing some good with this.
Well, I doubted them against Baltimore
Now they
because I
lose.
thought Baltimore's defense was so solid, and they were playing in Baltimore. And
Right.
no,
I'm
didn't
done
work
betting
that way.
against them.
There you go.
Any ride or die for the rest of my life.
This is called learning, folks. Growing.
Growing pains. Yes.
Right.
The spread's 2.5, right? Because it had
Yes,
dropped
sir.
down.
Yeah.
It started off at like I think 1.5, went
Yeah.
up to 2.5, and then
So-
smart money went in on.
I mean, it's still basically like a 1-point game.
Mm-hmm.
Taking the points gets you a win if the Niners win by 1, but because 2.5 is they're Vegas is smart putting it at 2.5. It's not enough to be a 3-point game, but if the Niners were
Right.
they were to sneak out there with a 1-point win, it's
These bastards. They know what they're doing.
I don't even know where most of the money is falling right now. Has anyone looked at that?
Mm-mm.
It started to fall towards the Niners,
Okay.
and then the spread changed a little bit because of all the money coming in on the Niners. But, you know,
I put $50 on the Chiefs. Thank you, Hard Rock.
There you go.
Shout out to the only sports book
Right.
in Florida that I can legally bet on now.
They are.
Don't worry, Florida. I have not been sports betting up until that was legal.
This is your first bet. Is what you're
First
telling us.
one. So if Hard Rock wants to sponsor us, there you go.
Taking notes.
Just let us know.
They might as well. I see their ads on every damn YouTube video.
Just at AFR Sports. Come at us.
Let's hit the second bet here, which is the over-under, which last I checked was at 47.5. Malin, we will go with you first on this one.
Over under. That's what, 23 points a team?
Yeah.
23.5 points a team. I'm going over, and here's why. One, San Francisco's defense has been giving up more than that in the playoffs. And yes, I do know that the Chiefs defense has been great, but to me, in the Super Bowl, there could be some fluky. All it takes is like a pick six or a fumble inside the 5 to change this whole over under.
Yeah.
And so with it already being that tight, 23.5, I'm gonna go ahead and go over and say that the flukiness, there's gonna be something fluky that's gonna help push it over by a couple points.
Right.
That's my bet. I hope I'm right. I need to win.
G-Money.
I'm going under.
Okay.
Neither team has really been able to score a crap load of points. And I just wonder, I mean, in the 90s did against Detroit, but Detroit's defense sucked. I just don't see them. You're going up against two really solid defenses. And one of those teams is not going to put up a crap load of points, and Kansas City hasn't put up a lot of points the whole playoff system. You know, if they put up 17, they put up 20 points, and then the 49ers, unfortunately, win the game 24-20.
Then you win.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jimmy Good in the chat here.
What do you say?
Just saying hello.
Why, hello.
My man Jimmy, appreciate you stopping by.
I don't know who Jimmy is, but thank you, sir, for watching.
Good friend of mine.
I am changing my ways.
There you go. I'm going to agree with Malin for the exact reason that he gave, because all it takes is a fluke of a play, something to go wrong on either side, to have this go up. Like if the over/under was set at like,
It was like 53.
right,
If you're telling me we're at like a 26,
right,
27
right.
point,
That's what I'm
something
thinking.
like that,
Then
I would have gone under.
yeah, erring the side of caution there, but I cannot see both of these teams being held to only 23-ish points at the end of this game. I'm thinking like the high 20s on both teams, or at least the winning side. But yeah, I'm taking the over here. So Nestor,
Yeah, I'm gonna take the over. I think this is the Chiefs' like natural habitat, being in the Super Bowl. So, I think they're gonna. Yeah, honestly, I think
got their own
just look-
estuary.
just just look what they did with the Eagles and that game in the Super Bowl. So it's gonna be something like that. They're gonna be high scoring. I just have questions around the 49ers, but like you guys said, all it takes is one play. So yeah, I'll take the over.
Anyone else think it's funny that the Chiefs get to use the Raiders locker room? I think that's kind of funny.
It's basically theirs anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They might lose because they're not going to be in the visiting locker room. They'll be like, what is all this?
This tainted locker room. All right, let's go to Mahomes passing yards. G Money, we're gonna start with you here. The over under on his is 262.5.
Under. He just has not thrown for over that amount in any playoff game, in any Super Bowl. So, nah, under.
I did not realize the any Super Bowl part of that. Oh man. Can we come back to me? Is that possible? I'll stick with my guns here. I'll still go with the over. I hope Patrick Mahomes can break out of his mold this year and hit that over that 260 mark. I'm thinking he can get into like the 270s. I don't know. This whole season, looking at the regular season combined, has just been so strange. The postseason has brought things kind of back down to earth a bit, but looking at the season as a whole, there's so much just stuff that I never thought I would see happen in quarterbacks who I've never even heard of came in and threw for 200, 250 yards. So I'm thinking, hopefully in the biggest game, Patrick Mahomes can step up. So I'm going to take the over here, Nestor.
I will take the under. High scoring game, but I don't think he's gonna have to do as much, for that to happen. So I'll go with the under.
What is the over under?
262.5.
Okay, so he has actually gone over it twice, but barely.
In the playoffs or
No, in the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl,
barely.
okay.
So like you're right there on him because he's thrown for 286, 270, and 182. Okay. So if you were going to ask me his over-under on interceptions, I think that would be a little bit more difficult because he did throw 2 interceptions his first 2 Super Bowls. None last year, though. But I kind of feel like last year was a little bit of a weird game, the way that one played out. The whole even with the Eagles offense, and it was just a really strange game. So I'm going to go ahead and take the over. Just because history shows him right about there 2 out of 3 times.
Yeah.
So if he does go under, I don't think it'll be by much.
Right.
But I do think he's going to have to throw the ball because San Francisco does have a good run-stopping team.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that Pachenko is going to be able to rip off a lot. I think you're going to see a lot more screens and stuff that could pad that passing stat a little bit.
Right.
But it wouldn't surprise me if he was under. But I'm gonna go over.
Gotcha. Jimmy says his money is on the team in red. He's hedging his bet.
There you go. Is he going?
That'd be the Niners, right? Because aren't the Chiefs wearing
Oh, the
white?
Chiefs are in white.
No, the Chiefs are in red. Niners are in white, and the Niners are wearing their cold pants. Yeah.
All right. Well, Jimmy, you're with us then.
Last year, the Chiefs were wearing white, and the Eagles wearing green.
Yeah,
So they're swapping.
All right. So on the other side of this question, Brock Purdy, his passing yards over under 245.5. Me going first here. I'm taking the under, seeing that I picked the Chiefs to win this game with the points. I am going to believe that Brock Purdy will not hit that. I'd say he just cracks the 200 mark, probably like 210, 220, but I don't see him losing this game and throwing for almost 250 yards. So, Nestor.
Yeah, I'll go with the under too. I don't see him throwing for too many yards. Yeah, give me the under.
I think that He. Oh, man. 240, huh? Because he went 267 against Detroit and 252 against Green Bay, and we thought that those were like down games for him. They weren't like typical pretty games. I'm going to take the over, and here's why I'm taking the over. There could be a screen pass, because I think McCaffrey is going to eat up a bunch of yards, right? There could be a screen pass to McCaffrey that can rip off for 50 yards.
Fair.
That could blow the whole thing out of the
cutting,
water. Ayuk cutting back in, like he might not have a whole lot of air yards, but could there be a lot of yak going on there? I do. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over on that one. But again, man, that's tight compared to what both have done and the averages you're giving us there. But I'm gonna go over.
All right. And G Money.
Yeah, I'm going over.
Okay. All right. Last one is we each pick a prop here, and tell everybody at home this is the prop that you should put your money on. Nestor, we're going to start with you. Now we've come back in full circle. What is a prop that you think people at home should make?
I actually haven't thought about this.
All right, we'll finish with you. Nestor was misinformed about today's episode.
Misinformed or just uninformed because he didn't check?
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Misinformed.
All right, so this is probably going to end up a loss for me.
Okay,
but
I like it already.
This is what I want to have happen. I want Travis Kelce to score the first Super Bowl or the first touchdown in the game. That's my bet. He's going to score the first one. They're going to shoot the Taylor Swift. All the Swifties are going to explode. The NFL is going to make $500 million off the 5 seconds that Taylor Swift is on camera. And a bunch of MAGA hat people are going to be really angry and break their TVs like Dallas Cowboys fans. That is my bet. Travis Kelce, first touchdown of the game.
I'm not gonna lie, you actually took my very same prop, but I do have a backup. I'm literally picturing the same exact thing.
Yeah, I was like, were you thinking the same? We were on the same wavelength.
They were going.
The NFL wants it to happen.
Right, Kelce spiking the ball, and the camera turns up top.
Turn around, do a little heart.
Right.
Come on.
Great pick, sir. G Money, what is your prop pick?
Taylor Swift over 7.5 times being shown on TV.
Okay.
Damn. Yeah, that's a good win.
Oh, man.
That's a good win. We're going to have to count that.
Yes.
We're going to have to count that.
It's going to be the most interesting one of all.
We're going to have to count it. I love that we're these people that are talking about Taylor Swift. This is wonderful.
That's a great prop bet, though. I mean,
that is. You don't even have to like football.
Right.
You just it has nothing to do with the actual
the Swifties. All of you Swifties that are listening right now don't know how to gamble, we will show you.
Yeah. Listen.
Go. Bet.
Listen, your girl is releasing a new album in April. You need some money to buy it.
Shit.
Right.
Go ahead and bet that. Plus 7.5 times she's shown, you'll get that album for free.
Plus, you're going to need money for that ticket for the inevitable tour that comes after it.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. You said it's 7.5 is the number?
7.5.
We were talking about this last night. Like, I got to admit, though, that Taylor Swift, like, she needs some props. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of her music, but is there anybody out there doing more than her right now? I mean, she does the Eras tour. She's dating a Pro Bowl tight end.
Right.
She does the tour domestically, then internationally. Mm-hmm. She's going to all these football games, and she records a new album at the same time.
Right.
Does she sleep?
Right.
Like, I feel like I need a nap just saying what I said.
I know.
Like, that's insane.
Yeah, I gotta say, I don't know. I'm not familiar with any of her music. However, the coolest thing about her was when I found out that don't know if it was this most recent album or previous one, but she re-recorded the whole thing so that she would have rights to that album because previously, somebody else owned it. But now she has all the masters for that album. And like the fact that you would go and reproduce an entire album is bananas to me.
And she also set the record for highest attendance in 17 NFL stadiums this year.
Wow.
Ever. More people have seen her sing in Arrowhead than watch Travis Kelce catch a touchdown pass live
Crazy.
at one time.
Props to her.
I mean, between her and Beyonce, they own the world.
I know.
They own it.
They are like
It's
when they
insane.
start
Huge.
talking about girl power,
right.
right there.
For
I mean,
sure.
probably.
I don't. Okay.
Yeah.
I just had to get that. It's impressive.
It is
to me.
absolutely.
It's impressive.
I like
still-
seeing people win.
I still like the other Kelsey and his wife better. I think they're funnier. If you watch their podcast,
I'm not familiar with the
Oh,
Jason Kelsey's wife.
oh, she's so funny. She's been on the Kelsey podcast a couple. She doesn't want to be in the spotlight, but she's funny as
Right.
hell. If you watch her on the podcast, she's funnier than shit.
Got you.
Let's go. What you got?
My prop bet. Well, my second prop bet. I am taking Pacheco
Okay.
to score the first touchdown.
Okay. Well,
What is this?
I don't know what the odds are. Do you happen to know what the odds are?
why don't you
Came in through, I was like, that's a good way.
why don't you just go Christian McCaffrey?
Right, you go see Mag next.
He said no.
I was looking at the odds.
I mean, the scary thing about picking someone scoring the first touchdown is that you're somewhat relying on a couple things to happen. The coin flip, and then if you lose the coin flip, you need the defense to do something to
Right,
give you a
right.
chance. So you need some help.
Pacheco's is plus 650. Travis Kelsey's plus 750.
Okay.
So there you go.
So it's not bad odds for you.
Right. Christian McCaffrey has the highest at plus 400.
Can this be related to Taylor Swift? Because then it's going to be pretty easy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
It has to be an actual prop bet.
well, she's going to have.
You can't just make up whatever you're about.
Well, he has to be able to go to a sports book and put the money down.
She's obviously going to be shown like 11 times on TV.
But it's 7.5.
Yeah, 7.5.
Is you can't
going
do
way
the
over
same
that.
bet. You can't go
No, I'm not-
over 7.5.
I'm not-
You can't make your own bet.
I know, but where I'm going with this is, remember how she was doing a swag surfing dance?
Right.
All right, she's going to do another dance.
You're saying there's a dance involved.
She's
What are you talking
gonna-
about?
Is
There's
there,
no sports book about a dance.
Well, this is all about Taylor Swift.
Can you
Well, you could
give
even
him?
have her like interrupt Usher and come on stage.
Can you show him a
I
list
don't.
of
I
prop
don't.
bets?
I don't want to go with McCaffrey because I know he's not going to score first.
okay.
But you
I
can't
mean,
make up your own bet.
What about George Kittle? What's his over and
This
under
is pretty-
on yards?
Oh, his. Okay, hold on.
Under on you.
Player props.
This man just like, listen, I'm gonna make up my own. I'll put 50 on it.
Yeah.
So if I win, you all got to pay me 50.
Passing,
I'm going to hard rock
rushing.
and make that bet right now, and they better take it. That's all I've got to
Yeah.
say.
Can you do that? Can you walk up to the counter and
Taylor
make your
Swift's going
own
to dance at least once.
prop?
And then
No,
No,
they
cannot do
they
that.
set the set
Right.
the props with the over under. They're not going to get taken by anything. Someone
Alright, so-
some be like, I think Taylor Swift's going to show up in a white shirt. $1,000.
And they're like writing it down. He said white. Sure.
And they're like, boss, what do you want the over under? I don't know what we're doing.
So Kittle's
That'd be wild.
over unders. Well, depends on where you go, but 45 and a half.
45 and a half yards. That's not bad.
over.
There you go. Okay.
Not
George
too
Kittle
bad.
over 45. That's
Okay.
a good W. That's better than trying to make up your own bet with Taylor Swift dancing.
It was going to work.
See, we'll watch the game, and that's go. See, I told you that was
Yeah.
that.
And we'll be like, she's jumping
dancing.
up and down.
No, she's dancing. That was the whole argument.
We'd have gotten in a fight.
That is a dance.
She just has no
Be like,
rhythm.
no, she slipped. Okay, now you're gonna make everybody hate us. He does not speak for AFR Sports when he says that.
We all
Swifties.
collectively believe.
I apologize. He does not speak for everybody. I'm out here trying to get as good cred with the Swifties, and you're over here
Right.
just blowing that up.
I mean, damn.
Damn.
The obvious that she doesn't have any rhythm.
I just want to remind everybody this was Nestor's worst nightmare was the Chiefs making the Super Bowl for this exact reason.
Yep.
And yet here we are.
Here we are. Hey, on a good note, though, my brother's going to be smoking over 80 wings.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
We're
something.
gonna have some good. No, we're gonna have some. We're gonna have some good drinks. Good food,
Smoking, okay,
appetizers.
smoking wings.
Yeah, we're. Oh yeah,
This
this
will
will
be
be a lot. Yeah. So.
Could have been if
We're
we
gonna
were
have
in
to do-
PNW.
Right.
It's totally legal.
Yeah.
How's that out there?
I'll take the wings, though. I'm down with the wings. All right.
Like I'm not disappointed or anything.
That'll do it for this week's episode, folks.
You know,
Wow.
everybody should join us next Wednesday when we'll have Taylor Swift on the show.
That's our guest show. Our guest on next week's show is 175 T Swift and Travis Kelce. He'll be joining us.
We will.
The newlyweds
We might just be playing interviews that they've already previously done,
that have
but
nothing to do
they
with
will be on the show.
Cool. So, is there anything else you guys want to mention before we get up out of here?
I think we're gonna have a fun day.
Yes.
To watch football, win money. You know, it doesn't get any better than that,
Yes.
people.
Right.
We need to win money.
All right, folks. We will see you all next week. Good luck to your team. Jimmy, you take care as well, my man. And yeah, be sure to follow, subscribe, whole 9 yards. You know what to do. See you all next week. Peace out.
Up.